I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
He was taken down.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Complete.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And
line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hankins. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he goes out right around the 39.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, Hankins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Jackson on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. 3rd down here. They're going option play on third down. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
A 22-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
To throw again, Hankins. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Fielded at the 33. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
At the 19-yard line.
Check three.
Throwing is Jackson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Number 5.
Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Jackson will throw again. This is caught. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal
2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and...
They'll try to run this one in. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
4th and goal.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Badgley able to knock this one through, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw on 3rd down, Hankins. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5 all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he gets this up just shy of the 15. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
But they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there. But now it'll be 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
I got you, pump. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Yeah, three. Dragon 60. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Play action. It's Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Play action. Now Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there. But now it's 3rd and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 28-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how a drive.
It's a foot race. The 30, past the 20, and all the way home for a Bronco score. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, Hankins. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Hankins. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Hankins. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They go play action with Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Here's Jackson. That's complete. Okuegbuna. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert Okwuegbunam, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is what...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He's going to let it go again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown.
It is good.
And he knocks it through.
It's the score, Broncos 30, Jaguars nothing.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
Showtime today, baby.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He was looking for Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
By the Jaguars. They'll take over first and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing on first down. Hankins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 99. Check 99. Check 3. Check 3.
On third down, Hankins eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down. To throw again. Hankins steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too low.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
First and goal, Jacksonville.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, Hankins escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jachai Polite just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Looking to throw on second down. Hankins. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing on third and long. Hankins. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to do a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
For the field goal, a 41-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they'll make a small dent in that big deficit as it's down to 27.
Jaguars.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy, and it's 3rd and 5.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hankins, flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A loss of 4 yards. And it's
just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off-play action. Hankins, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there, and it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 32 that time.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed?
And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So this